It is ridiculous that an overweight person is told what to do or what they can and cannot eat, what they can and cannot wear on a public platform.
Hi Lunchables, so I know you're going to be absolutely shocked, but Chantal has not actually put anything out that's worth reacting to. I know it's, an absolute shocker, but so what I've done is I've gone into the archive and I've found this kind of miniature rage that she had about people commenting on her weight, even though her channel was about her weight, but she never really understood that. Anyways, I thought we could react to this together. Thank you also for all the comments, and I'm trying to kind of adjust my videos and make them easier for everyone to enjoy, and I thought I'd do a proper voiceover today, so let's watch this together.
It is ridiculous that an overweight person is told what to do or what they can and cannot eat, what they can and cannot wear on a public platform.
I think by the time that this rage went out, she was actually doing YouTube as a full-time job, and it amazes me that she will get comments and she will slate people for saying things or giving advice because she just doesn't want to hear it. I don't know about you, but if this was my full-time job, I'd probably be putting effort into actually trying to adjust things so that people enjoy my content and therefore stay around and therefore help you to actually earn a living. But she's so set on just being angry all the time and not listening to anyone and just being stubborn. It does my tits in.
It is ridiculous that people mental illness shame others. When you say things like, she's manic, she's bipolar, you're saying it in a derogatory, condescending way. And if I did have that mental illness, what's your point? Why are you mental illness shaming? Don't use it as an insult.
Once again, she's seen a comment and just read it how she reads everything, which is permanently angry and just ready to fight with claws out, and it really frustrates me. I would prefer that people understand if I had mental health issues. I would much prefer that people realise that in a particular point where I was really irrational, it was because I was manic or depressed or anything else. The fact that she's just straight away hating on people that possibly didn't actually have that intent at all to upset her, again, just tells you all you need to know about her, to be honest. She will always and forever be the perpetual victim.
How is it okay for skinny mukbangers to gorge on thousands of calories, but it's not okay for me to eat any fucking thing other than salad and lean protein?
As much as Foodie will like to tell you that her channel is makeup and vlogs and everything else, her channel is predominantly weight loss. She always zigzags up and down what she's going to do, but it always goes back to weight loss because she hates herself and she hates how she looks. So the fact that she gets annoyed with people when they bring it up is mind-boggling, because the whole reason that people are watching you is because you're a weight loss channel or weight loss attempt channel.
How is it that people have an issue with me eating corn tortilla chips, but don't have an issue with people eating fucking bacon and cheese and waffles just because they're on a keto diet?
It's so funny that you've brought this up, because you've actually said about this recently when it came to Hungry Fat Chick, and she's now losing weight on the carnivore diet, and you hated that because you class that diet as unhealthy, even though you've never actually been able to lose weight properly or keep it off for a very long time. So again, you're having a go at people for doing the keto diet. Why don't you do that then? And the reason that people don't get grief for doing that is usually because they get results. You don't get results. You're just stuck in a cycle. And this is proof again.
Because it's a trendy diet. How is that okay? I've turned comments off again because the minute I open them up, it's just constant negativity about what I'm eating and shaming me for what I'm eating. That fucking helps.
She'll never admit it, but she's obsessed with negativity. She could have 20 good comments and one bad, and she will talk for hours about this one bad comment. And it's the same with lives, when somebody says something a bit crappy, and she'll just focus on that. When she's got VIBs that are paying to be there and talking to her and she's ignoring them. I mean, not so much now because she doesn't really get anyone in the live chats, but previously that was the case. I don't know why she fixates on the bad, because I do not believe for a second that there's as many bad comments as she's saying, and a lot of it can just be advice and she reads it the wrong way. She just wants to be a martyr and she just wants to be the victim.
I've said so many times before that I'm not eliminating foods, I'm not restricting. It's my life. Let me fucking live it the way I want to. If you have a problem with it, then just leave my channel. I'm keeping comments off. I don't know. I hope for a long time, because honestly, I'm so much fucking happier when I don't have to listen to it. When I don't have to hear people judging me for what I eat just because I'm fat.
That must be lovely for paying members to hear, that you just don't want to have any interaction with anybody. I think it's really disrespectful. And I think if you can't deal with comments, then maybe this isn't the right job for you, don't you think?
You don't know the full story on my health. You don't know everything. You don't know what I'm working on in therapy. You don't know my real blood sugar levels. You only know what I told you. And I shouldn't have opened that can of worms. Oh Lord, how I wish I didn't. But even if I didn't, people would still make those comments. Because look at someone like Hungry Fat Chick's comments. Constantly just shaming and shaming for what she's eating. It's her life. Let her live it. It's my life. Let me live it. Again, if you're so bothered, then just leave.
You've been very fortunate to be able to make money off of doing pretty much nothing. Let's be honest. You've not put much thought into many videos. I'll give you the time warp videos every now and then, were really good. But you started doing lives and the quality of content just disappeared basically. So the fact that you were able to make a living off of that is amazing. And the fact that you think saying to people, oh, we'll just go then, won't happen is ridiculous, because look, it's happened. You might still have a lot of followers, but no one's watching you, not because they like you, because they can see the real you, and you're not a nice person.
People are sickeningly obsessed with what fat people put in their mouths. It's ridiculous. And if I have to hear one more time your channel's promoting, you're influencing people to be obese just by existing and just by eating something I want to eat, is so fatphobic. It's disgusting.
Your cycle infuriates people to the point where they get pissed off and they say stuff maybe that is a bit harsh. But the fact that you'll say that you're going to lose weight, and then you'll be hungry, and then you'll quit and go get a takeaway, and then as you're eating your takeaway, that happens a lot, by the way, you need to look at that. Every time you're eating a takeaway, you'll be like, oh, this is the last one, and maybe you'll have a bit of a cry, and then you'll come back the next day, and you'll be starting on day one again, and then it just all starts again. Do you not think that's going to piss people off? Can you not understand why people would be angry with you?
It's just frustrating as a fat person having to deal with this day in and day out since the beginning of my channel.
Because you chose to make your channel about weight loss, that's why. You brought it up, not us.
I don't want to close my channel because I love doing this. I love making videos for people who like to watch them, not for people who obsess over everything I do and hate me for it, for what I put in my mouth.
So that translates to she only wants people watching her that are going to give her super chats and agree with everything she says and never challenge her, even when she does something stupid. So you want a hug box, yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Or for not dieting the way they think I should be. For eating carbs. I've had fucking death threats over eating carbs.
If that is genuinely the case, then that's disgusting and that should never happen to anybody. But you're a massive liar and I just don't believe you.
I've had nasty comments over because I eat too many carbs. I could tell you where to shove your carbs, but you won't like it. I'm so sick of the word. It's so triggering. You don't understand that. You're not helping. You think you are. You think that other people being nice are enabling and that you're helping with your shaming, shitty comments. It's the fucking opposite.
Okay, so let me get this right. So people that are giving you advice and telling you what they've been able to do to lose weight, or giving advice because they work at a gym or they, exercise, whatever, are bad. But people sitting there sending you $20 every time and saying, oh, you look beautiful, oh, good luck, and enabling you to have money to buy all this bad food are good. Does that not sound completely messed up?
Hey, everyone has free will. Everyone's allowed to live their life the way they want to. If I want to try to be healthy one minute and do what I want the next, that's my fucking prerogative.
And as a viewer of yours, we're allowed to comment on that because any idiot can see that that's not healthy. So if people are actually willing to tell you that, it is because they care. Some people are arseholes, don't get me wrong, and I'm sure they do say some awful things. But the fact that you are once again focusing on that when there are so many people at this time in your life anyways that really supported you and really cared for you is so sad. And you're just an old bitter woman, and that's how you're gonna stay.
But just because you see me eating rolled tacos or a meal that's not steamed fucking vegetables and quinoa does not mean, or chaffles or 8 pounds of cheese does not mean I'm not doing anything and that I've given up. So please shut it. Zip. Shh, I said shh.
You've said really recently that you've got thick skin and that you're not scared of anyone, but you are. And this just proves to me that you are not right for this job. The fact that I can even call it a job with a little effort that you put in is laughable, but apparently it is your job. But you've never ever been able to deal with comments. Like, you don't even have to turn them off, just don't look at them. I don't understand why you get like this. It makes me really sad. You've got so many nice people that really do care about you, and you're shouting about the 5 people that put a shitty comment. Sad.
I don't want to turn off comments. And then even some people I thought were like really good supporters are like, have turned on me for I don't even know what the fuck. Obviously not real supporters to begin with. You can leave too.
This is brilliant, because how many people have you lost from your little hug box? How many people have just had enough of you? And you know what the common denominator is? It's always you. You are the problem and you will never see it. And you just call people not real fans if they decide to leave you because they can no longer help you or no longer put up with you. You need to understand that you're the problem, because until you realise that, nothing is ever going to change. But unfortunately, I think you're already way past ever sorting your life out.
I really don't care. I don't need you. I don't care if you want to unsubscribe. I'm not going to stop living how I want to live just because you disapprove of it. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not murdering anybody. I'm not doing anything morally wrong. If I trigger you when you have an eating disorder, don't watch me then. Don't watch me.
So if somebody with an eating disorder watches you because you've said that you're on a weight loss journey and they want to see and learn off of you, and then your next video is you binging, it's their fault, is it? Maybe you should give trigger warnings on all of your binges. And by the way, they are binges. You don't need to correct me. I know what a binge is. But yeah, the fact that you're taking no responsibility is, again, not surprising. It's never your fault, is it?
I'm not responsible for how you live your life or who I'm triggering. I'm not responsible for everyone's actions. You can't lay that on somebody, okay? Fat people have to eat. We have a right to eat what we want to eat, just as much as skinny people. You think that 2 chili cheese dogs are any healthier for the skinny person than the fat person?
So you don't want people to react when you're eating badly, but then you want them there to support you when you're in the hospital the next week and wanting sympathy. So you can't have it both ways.
I've talked about my blood sugar levels, but you know what? As I've said also, I can't do drastic, okay? I'm trying to heal my relationship with food, and that's the only way I'm going to get anywhere in the first place. Otherwise, it's back to binge city, and that's even worse for my diabetes than the tacos I had for dinner.
I know that you're never going to lose weight. The reason I know this is because you were financially in a situation where you could have ordered meals every single day, fresh meals, filling meals, and you could have been losing weight gradually, but you didn't. You decided to get crap in, you decided to order crap in, and you just kept up that cycle. You could have changed your life so many times, especially with the amount of money that you were getting in. 20 grand a month, are you joking? That's a crazy amount of money. But now you're just stuck in your cycle. It's a different country, but it's the same you, unfortunately.
I want to get these things off my chest. I'm sick of being demonized for when I do give my opinion, and I'm sick of being demonized for being fat and eating what I want.
I don't dislike you because you're fat. I dislike you because you're a
Anyone who's overweight knows. How many times have you started a diet and the very next 5 hours you're stuffing Oreos in your face? Well, guess what? I'm no different than you, aren't I? And every single person judging me, every single overweight person judging me has been there. So you really don't have a right to talk about it. It's so hypocritical, but yet it happens. And people love it. Ugh, I'm so sick of it. So I'm turning my comments off. I'm so much happier when they're off. I just feel like I can say what I want, I can do what I want, and I don't have to hear it from complete strangers who just want to shame me for something that really has no effect on them at all.
That whole paragraph is proof once again that YouTube is not the right job for you, because you don't care about the audience. You don't want to hear about anything they have to say. Even if it's good, you ignore it because you want to be angry about everything. So you're really in the wrong job, and unfortunately it's soon not going to be your choice whether you have this job or not.
Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I'm obviously not in a good mood, so it's unfortunate, but for me I have to think of my mental health, my happiness for now, and if it affects I'm not even thinking of my views or subscriber count, honestly. I'm thinking of myself for now.
And Foodie, that's one thing you're brilliant at, thinking of yourself, because when have you ever thought of anyone else or cared about anyone else? Anyway, so I thought it'd be fun just to have a look at that. As I say, nothing's really happening in the Foodieverse, so just been trying to find videos that I can react to, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you ever so much for being here, and I will speak to you all soon.